Hello, and thank you for joining and tuning in, joining me on this journey with my weight loss journey. My name is Angela. My friends call me Ange, and I'm super excited to have you here. Last week, I started this new weight loss journey. I started here on YouTube to share my experience. And as of today, I have lost my first 10 pounds. I'm super excited about that. And in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how I did it, right? So what did I do? But before we dive in, this YouTube channel is about my weight loss journey on Zepbound, the medication Zepbound by Eli Lilly. And, it's my just one girl's experience, right? I'm not a doctor. If you're considering, trying Zepbound or Wegovy or Ozempic, any of those medications for weight loss, please, speak to your doctor, refer to them before taking any action. Okay. But this is a site for you if you're somebody who, like me, who's struggled with your weight, your entire life. And or maybe you had some kind of event, had a child, and you couldn't take the weight off, and you just kept gaining, or maybe you lost and gained and lost and gained. This is a place where I'm going to share, everything that I would be curious to know about, right? And I also welcome you to submit any questions that you have or comments. They're all welcome here. So what is Zepbound? For those of you who are just like, I'm trying to find out what it is, I don't really understand. Zepbound is a weight loss medication that it works by reducing your appetite. It slows down your digestive system, so your food empties your stomach, leaves your stomach slower, which how allows you to feel full longer, and it also helps quiet what I like to call head hunger, right? And I feel like Zepbound is giving me control back over my food, right? So it's made it easier for me to say no thank you to cake and no thank you to one of my weaknesses is sweet drinks like juices, lemonades, and all kinds of sweet drinks. It has allowed me to see the item or see the food or the beverage and have some control, And I always say it makes me feel normal, right? What really is quote unquote normal. But I have my best friend who doesn't struggle with food, doesn't really struggle with her weight. And she is able to see something delicious and say, I'm not really that hungry, or no, thank you. And I feel like Zepbound is giving me that control as well. So the reason that I decided to take Zepbound to begin with was because I've struggled with my weight up and down. Since I was about 7 years old, I've had issues with my weight. And so I've tried so many things, including surgery. And if you listen to some of my other videos, I go into detail there. But I find myself here today in 2024 weighing close to 300 pounds, right? That my highest weight, I was 331 pounds. I'm only 5'2.5", 5'3", right? And so it's an issue. And I have a whole medical team that is supporting me. So so that's the reason why I went with Zepbound. My doctor initially prescribed Wegovy by Novo Nordisk, which is the weight loss drug, the version of weight loss drug to Ozempic. So many of you have probably heard all the talk about Ozempic and all the stars who are taking Ozempic. Well, Wegovy was specifically created for weight loss, prescribed for weight loss. And as of 2024, first quarter, we can't get it. Like I was prescribed it in August, couldn't get it. So now I'm paying out of pocket for Zepbound. And Zepbound is pretty costly to me. With a coupon, I can get it for $550 a month, right? Otherwise, it'd be over $1,000. But my expectation is that because there's proof that many people who have tried Zepbound have lost a considerable amount of weight, that my expectation is that it will help me lose weight as well. And I'm documenting that journey here with all of you. So if you're a woman who is a high achiever, you're a corporate executive, you running companies, you're a founder of a company as an entrepreneur, and everything in your world is good, but you've got that one thing, and that's your weight that you have not been able to master. I kind of call it the Oprah Winfrey experience or effect, where she has plenty of money, she has private chefs, she can do all the things, but when it came to her weight, it was always a struggle, right? And if you can relate to that, then you are in the right place. So those are my expectations, is that it will work for me. I have to keep telling myself that, even when there might be a day where the scale doesn't move, I still have to say, keep doing the things that are the right things to do. And I also understand that it is a drug right now. It is a drug that I would have to take for the rest of my life, because the studies show that once you come off of it, you start regaining the weight, right? So I wanted to kind of preface it by that. Last Monday to be exact, so we're one week away. Last Monday, I started this journey on YouTube, and I weighed in at 296.4 pounds. And as of this morning, I'm 286.4 pounds. So exactly on the nose, 10 pounds in a week, right? Now, the dose that I'm taking of Zepbound is 5 milligrams. The initial dose for Zepbound is actually 25 milligrams. I think I said 0.25 before, but it's 25 milligrams. So that's like the starting. But because I was on other similar medications, and I could tolerate them well, I believe my doctor started me a little bit higher. So I'm starting at 5. The next level up, where people go to increase the dose, they call it titrating up. The next dose up for me would be 7.5, and then 10, and then the highest dose of Zepbound is 15 milligrams. Okay, but I'm on 5, and I'll be on 5 for a whole month, right? At least a month. I started this medication last Thursday. So today is Monday. I started the medication on Thursday. So just to be really exact, I didn't lose 10 pounds since Thursday on Zepbound. Zepbound, when I started taking the medication, was on Thursday, but I actually started my journey on Monday. So let me just tell you, break that down for what I was doing. So before I actually even took the injection of Zepbound, and that's how we take it. We take it in injections that don't hurt. The needle is teeny tiny. I started to prepare myself, right? So what did I do? I started drinking more water. I started to walk. I can't do any crazy workouts, but I can walk. So I walked on the treadmill, or I walked outside. And I started eating more protein, I started being more focused on my protein intake, chicken, turkey, things like that, and more vegetables. I still ate starches throughout the week, but not a lot, right? So if I had a cabbage, maybe I had some potatoes in the cabbage, but I wasn't eating as much starch as I typically do eat, okay? And I don't know what my calorie count is, because I didn't count calories, right? I just started slow. I'm doing baby steps. I'm trying to not make it too difficult for myself, too many changes at once, but just get moving, And I said, if you just go to the gym, work out for 15, 20 minutes, on average, my workout has been 30 minutes of walking and about 15 minutes of weight training. One of my neighbors is walking by. And then getting myself mentally ready. Did I have cravings before I took Zepbound? Absolutely. Was I having sweet drinks and things like that? Some. It wasn't perfect. But then I started taking the Zepbound. And on the first day I recorded that, I didn't really feel much different. And a week later, and I guess since Thursday, I haven't had any side effects. Everything's regular. I don't have any constipation, anything like that. If you had asked me if I was taking medication, I would say No, I wouldn't know. The only way that I would know that I took it is because I can control my hunger. Like I can feel hungry and say, well, I'm preparing something now, so let me not grab something that's not going to be good for me. Let me just finish preparing the meal and then I'll be able to eat. And I didn't have that control before. I would just be raiding the fridge while I'm cooking to try and satisfy myself, right? The other reason I know is that I have a bottle of lemonade in my car. It's cold here. I live in the Northeast. It's cold here. And I've been in and out of my car since Thursday, and I have not twisted open that cap, and that is unusual for me, because if I see it and it's right there within reach, it is something that I really enjoy. Sweet lemonade, I would have it would be gone. So that's a sign to me that the medication is working. Um, I think the first 10 pounds, when you're a woman of the size that I am, it's probably mostly water weight. Maybe next week will be some water weight too. But the fact that it's leaving the body, the fact that like my ankles are not swollen anymore, like I'm starting to notice some things here and there, tells me that the medication is working. But the biggest part of it for me is up here. It's the way that I think about food, the way that right now I'm not craving the food where I can't control it, where I can't say, in the past I would say, I'm not going to eat that cake. They're having cake at this event, which we went to an event this weekend, and they're like, we have cake. And they saw us leave and they're like, wait, come back. We have cake, right? In the past, I would have gotten cake. And even if I told myself, I'm not going to eat it, I'm going to give it to my son or my husband, I'm just going to take it home, I would have eaten that cake. And this time I was able to say, no, thank you, and not have any regrets. Like, dang, I should have got that cake. No, I was like, no, I'm good. I'm okay. Thank you so much. I still like cake, but I didn't want it. Now, one thing I do want to say is that my taste for food has not gone away. Right. So it's not like I don't like the food anymore, or sweet things or high carb foods don't taste good anymore. They taste delicious. The foods that I'm cooking are seasoned well. My portions are smaller because I'm feeling full faster. But the desire for food and the enjoyment of my meals is still there, which is excellent to be on a drug and, be able to still enjoy your food like everybody else. Right. So that has been my journey for a week. That's how I lost the 10 pounds. I prepared ahead of time. So I started getting myself in the mindset of losing weight and making better choices. I started getting moving. I started drinking water, eating more vegetables, and then I took the medication. So I know that it's a combination of everything. And some of you may say, well, that's all you have to do is eat more, eat less, move more, eat vegetables. Yes, but that head hunger makes it is a game changer for me, because I wasn't able to do those things without having something help me with the control of that. So I hope that this has helped you. Any questions you have, again, please leave them here. Please subscribe to my channel so that I know that this is adding value to you, and share it with a friend. If you have friends who are also struggling with their weight and you're considering options, whether it's Ozempic, Saxenda, Wegovy, or Zepbound, please invite them to join us on this journey. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. I will be back very soon with another update and let you know how everything is going. I will tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly of this weight loss journey. And with that, I'm signing off. Take care. Bye for now.